Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel here. I am Retro of Retro and Wolf, and as I get everything kind of finalized set up here, we are playing more Xenoblade. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 on the Nintendo Switch. So good to be back. I have really enjoyed doing this as a daily stream. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to doing more as well. So, we're going to do a little bit of exploration. We just got here to Colony 6. And there's I don't know if it'll even... Yeah. Let's make sure he was on this side of the gate. So we got a quest to give her here, and then we're going to look at getting some items. Need to equip. We do have, I did change it so that it's a little more accurate. I put a different goal counter up there. Once we reach 150 followers on here on Twitch, we will be doing, Wolf is going to get her hair cut for charity. And we may even live stream that, depending on the arrangements we can make to get that done. Hey, Lego Vader, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Eating lunch, General Kenobi. For a Jedi, there is time to eat as well. Yes, yes, there is. I actually just finished my lunch myself before coming on stream. Just pulled your pre-packaged Caesar salad out of your lunchbox. Hey, you know, it's all good. You know. What did I have for lunch? I had a bowl of teriyaki noodles. And I had 3 tuna sandwiches. That was my lunch. And a handful of apple slices, I think. But I'm going to the gym every day, and I'm like working out like crazy right now. So my diet is like super increased, and what I'm eating and everything has changed a lot. Plus, I'm doing intermittent fasting. So all of the calories that I'm going to get during a day, I consume between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. So then by the time I eat again, 13 hours have gone by, and I've gone to the gym in that 13 hours. So by the time I'm ready to eat again, my body is in like devour mode. And as long as what I eat still stays within my calorie and diet limits, it's pretty effective. But it's a little bit of getting used to because you are going 13 hours without. You're going 15 hours. Excuse me, 15 hours without food. So it's you have to kind of really cram it up, and then I can have water during that period. But there's no like snacking. There's no sugar. No soda. I'm not trying to buy. I'm trying to sell. Crackers, cheese, little smokies, and a cheese stick. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Kind of want it. Yeah, we'll do it. It's a lot, but we'll do it. When is Wolf playing Dead by Daylight again? You'll have to ask her. I'm not really sure. We've talked about it. She likes the game. Her work schedule doesn't let her play daytime anymore unless she gets a day off during the week, which kind of happens sometimes. It's like if she's off during the week, then she works one of the weekend days. So she just hasn't been able to, do her daytime stuff. Dead by Daylight. I'll have to talk to her and see when she wants to do that again. I know it's a very popular game with a lot of people, but it's just gonna be. It's not a game that I personally. It's not the kind of game I would play. But I don't do a lot of MMO stuff anyway. Not really my deal. That's right. I bought a better weapon for him. I know she's doing Undertale. Well, she did Undertale last night, and then she's going to be doing. Excuse me. We're going to be doing Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga tomorrow. Tomorrow night, actually, for a little bit. And yes, I agree. Prepackaged food is generally better than what's at the hospital cafeteria. And most, I mean, I don't know if you get a different menu at the hospital cafeteria than the patients get, but times where I've eaten at the hospital or have been there because of somebody else, very rarely is the hospital food like preferred over other things. You finished story mode. What is story mode of Lego Star Wars? Notice for completion mode. Now time for complete. Oh, okay, completionist. Yeah, yep. That's gonna be Wolf more than myself, I think. I enjoy the game a lot. It's just I have so many games to get through that I legitimately don't have time to sit and do a completionist run of something that massive. It's like I'll finish the story and I'll do different stuff along the way, but I so rarely have time to really do that. But I wish you luck. That's that's quite an undertaking on that game. Now, if we have enough of an interest in, so just to kind of let everybody know some stuff that we got coming up, we are going to be planning a Mario Kart tournament, Mario Kart 8, for the Switch. We will be planning that. We're going to coordinate it through Discord first, and then we'll put it out on social media after that for people who want to join. So if you're in our Discord, keep an eye out. We're going to make a post. I don't know when, but we're going to make a post for people to play Mario Kart 8. And we're going to open up the Discord game chat for the people who are in the race so that we can all trash talk each other. And if we have enough of an interest for some other games like Dead by Daylight and others for people that want to play with us, we'll certainly make time to arrange that. Because, more than just us playing games, we really want a community of game players. So if there are multiplayer games out there that you want us to play on stream, you want us to do, just let us know. If you ever run a Pokemon tournament, just do battles against followers, count me in. So what I want to do for that, that has crossed my mind, Red, is we're just going to take the shortcut down here. It's probably going to kill me, but I should survive it. Yeah. That's what I was going to do, Red, is I was going to wait to do anything like that until Scarlet and Violet drop, because I hope to have this completed by then, and then I'm going to be running Violet pretty hard. So I want to do something where we can all start relatively close to the same thing, because like if I did Diamond Pearl or like Arceus or Sword and Shield, if I did those, they've been out so long that I don't feel like I could create something. I could put together a team. I know I would lose, kind of a thing, because people have certainly put a lot more effort in. So I would want to do something like that early on. But yeah, I know they're talking about doing some co-op with Scarlet and Violet, and I think doing a co-op would be great. Admittedly, I will probably be co-oping with Wolf more than anybody else. Probably not on stream. I'm letting Wolf choose which one she wants. But I know her favorite color is red. That's the reason that the charity stream that you see at the top, the charity that we have there, for cutting Wolf's hair, that's red. Red is her favorite color, so if Wolf says that she wants to play Scarlet, then I'm going to take Violet. Yeah, always hanging with her off stream. Kind of all the time. We are kind of dating, so that tends to happen when people date. just a little bit. You're probably going Violet as your primary, but you'll end up playing both. Yeah, I'm gonna go Violet. It has nothing to do with the legendaries. It has everything to do with. I know Wolf's favorite color is Scarlet, so if she wants Scarlet, it's all her. Cooties. I don't want to hear that from you, Medic. Or Tyler, Medic. Same person. For those of you who don't know, that's Smiling Medic coming into us from Facebook. Yeah, when you come on here from Facebook, it shows your actual name. Considering you're her ex-boyfriend from, like, 10 years ago or something. 7 years. Violet all the way. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like both legendaries. It's not a choice for legendary. It's not my deciding factor. My deciding factor is purely whichever one she wants. Because I'm indifferent. I'm totally indifferent. Yeah, you're still one of our best friends, so it's all good. Alright. Had the redemption arc and everything. Let's see. That's with a shot. Let's see. It's going well so far. I mean, we're still very, very early in the game. My kid wants to play Scarlet, so that at least works for me. Yeah. I think I am going to opt for physical copies this time around. I've been doing digital for a lot, but I'm doing physical copies this time around for Scarlet and Violet because it's going to be a lot easier. It's going to be a lot easier for her and I to, you know, if one of us wants to play the other, we don't have to swap switches or try to do the, you know, digital download and, you know, secondary switch deal. It's going to be a lot easier just to physically swap cartridges since, you know, we live 150 feet apart. So it's kind of convenient to do that. Doing all the chunk run. No, we're not. You always go physical when you can, especially since Nintendo's policies for having multiple switches on an account is terrible. It is terrible. It's very annoying. It legitimately annoys the crap out of me, but it is what it is. You know, there's a few occasions where it works out, but it's not anything that I really mess with anymore too much. I've downloaded Fall Guys. I've played it a little, but I haven't played it a lot. I've thought about doing a Fall Guys tournament because my birthday is coming up on the 30th of this month. And you would be happy about that, Tyler. My birthday's coming up on the 30th, and I've thought about doing what do I want to do for my birthday stream? And I thought about, well, you know, do I want to do you know, Xenoblade for hours on end, or do I want to do like a Fall Guys tournament? But I know Fall Guys is super popular. Retro's gonna be old enough to drink. Yeah, yeah. I was old enough to drink 12 years ago. And was smart enough to stop before it became a habit. Feels like the early days of DRM. Go out to make sure people aren't abusing the digital version without caring about any... Agreed. Agreed. I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things. Got a bunch of... You know, okay, here's what we should do. Everybody who has a Switch, Fall Guys is free. And on the 30th, if you're around... you tell me if it's... day or night. You tell me. And we will coordinate a time that we can do a Fall Guys tournament. Because it is free on the Switch right now to download. So if you've got a Switch, download it. I think that would be awesome to do. That's a Tuesday, actually. Let me look at the calendar. Which, regrettably, I don't have my kids that day, but that's okay. I've got them that weekend. Yeah, it's a Tuesday. Tuesday the 30th. 30th night. Okay. Alright. So I'll probably do some stuff like during the day, and then we'll plan a Fall Guys stream with a bunch of people that night, if for anybody who's down. And I'm going to put it on our Discord. I'm going to put it into some of the... I'm also a writer for Geek News Now, which Lego Vader, you got to get back to me on that. You know what I'm talking about. And and I'm going to throw it into some of the Geek News Now chats as well, see how many people we can get into a Fall Guys thing. I royally suck at it. No worries, man. No worries. Lego Vader. I'm gonna promote him for here for a second. Lego Vader is the editor-in-chief, I guess, for Geek News Now article writers for the Literary Legion. That where we put out articles. So I've been out of writing for a little bit because I've had a lot going on dealing with my divorce, moving, just a lot of things that I've had happening. So now that all of that's settled and done, I'm getting back into article writing, and he's the guy who gives me the assignments. So if there's something coming up you would like to show, Thursday nights, the Cantina Happy Hour on YouTube, where it's just all Star Wars talk. And I've also been trying to coordinate where I can go on there and hang out with him on his channel, and unfortunately it hasn't worked out where I can do that. But if there are any, I'll put this out there to the chat. If there's anybody, if there are any game or game releases coming up, or anything you want a review done of, let me know. I'm happy to write an article on it. Throw it up on Geek News Now. I may even quote you and put you in as as my source. Hey Wolf, try the alert command. See if I got it to work. And you're doing the Siege of Mandalore arc from Clone Wars. Nice. Yeah, see, it's still not doing it. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Infinity is not high enough with her yet to do that. See, I thought I fixed it, but for some reason it's just still not letting me do it. You and the character looked almost the same when you were contemplating. A tabletop review. Okay. Anything in particular? Do you have anything in mind, Tyler? The new starter on the new starter set module. Are you talking about for D&D, I presume? Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. Alright, I'll check it out. I'm going to make a note of that before I forget. Me and the character looked almost the same when we were contemplating. Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. And this is a starter set. I'm not familiar with it. I'll look into it. But yeah, happy to. I homebrew most of everything anymore, so it's pretty rare that I'm up to date on all the newest modules. But yeah, I'll take a look at it. I remember seeing it came out. Now that I think about it, it's like I feel like I remember seeing some stuff about it. But yeah, I'm happy to look into it. Many of the hearts are not accessible until much later in the game. Okay. Upcoming tabletop game that's caught your attention. Soulforge Fusion. I'll write that down. This is all good stuff. So the beautiful thing that what I love about Geek News now, and what I love about writing and working with their content and creating content for them, is because it's powered by the fans. So it's, I don't want to just write articles about what I want to write about. I want to write articles about stuff that you guys want to hear about. So, like, anything that falls into that geeky realm, comic books, video games, movies, I want to hear about those things. Your first call today reminded you as to why you hate the majority of people. Can you elaborate? For those of you who don't know, Wolf handles poison control for the ASPCA. So she gets calls for people who, their dog ate a grape. Is it going to be toxic? That kind of thing. So what happened that reminded you as to why you hate the majority of people? And also, Wolf, if you can hear this, Lego Vader asked when you were going to be doing Dead by Daylight again. I know she's got limited time, so I'll see what she has time to answer. Someone probably tossed rat poison into the backyard where the caller found his dogs chewing on it. Yeah, bad plan. No, get the appropriate container boxes, place them in. It's for everybody's safety. It's not hard. They're not expensive. And considering most rat poison is absolutely allergic to dogs, or fatal to dogs in the right dosage, yeah, it's a problem. Parent's Guide to My Little Pony. Please, both of my kids discovered it and I know nothing about it. Alright, Parent's Guide to My Little Pony. Probably going to try to do, I guess that's next week. Dead by Daylight, you'll probably try to do next week. Yeah. Okay, there you go, Lego Vader. Next week. All right. Back to lurking for now. That's okay, Wolf. Thank you for coming in, and I'll be here for a little bit longer. You were talking about Parents' Guide to Smiley Medic just subscribed. Thank you for the sub, Medic. I really appreciate it, buddy. Let's see. This way and over here. There we go. So we're gonna go up, and fall down, and go this way. All right, there we are. Trying to. I want to hit these mining points for sure. You can't bug us with commercials. All right. Any experience with Picross? Minor. Not a lot. Come on. Snap out of it, snap out of it, snap out of it, snap out of it. There we go, thank you. Like, I know what it is in the most general sense. I know what Picross is. Or Picross. I'm not sure how it's actually but I don't have experience messing with it. There we go. You either. Well, it's like it's a popular debate. Is it Arceus or Arceus? And I looked it up. I think I've talked about this before. I looked up like what it actually is, because in Detective Pikachu he says Arceus. Overlord had a Picross game and I was almost intoxicated enough to pick it up. So I looked it up, and in Japanese it's pronounced Arceus, but the developer, when translated to English, gave it Arceus. The reason is because in English, Arceus, arse sounds a bit too much like ass, so they didn't want that to be like how it was with the English. So if you're referring to the English version of the game, it's Arceus, and if you're referring to it in Japanese, it's Arceus. Puckman. So thought that was kind of interesting. But that was off of like a official like Nintendo Japanese website where they were discussing it, and they were like, yeah, this is what we did and this is why we did it. And it was to prevent it from sounding too rude to European people. Oh yeah. There's a Mega Man game with a Guns N' Roses boss, with Guns N' Roses bosses names. What, like Axl Rose and... Or that's AC/DC. It's Axl Rose. Axl / nice. Gotta love it. Yeah, it's I'm thinking of Angus Young as AC/DC. Axl Rose is Guns N' Roses. / formerly of Guns N' Roses. Probably was still in Guns N' Roses when they made that game. Velvet Revolver had a pretty sweet first album. I don't know if I've heard it. I mean, I know who Velvet Revolver is, but I don't know if I've heard it. All right, the Ether Mine. I do like how when it shows you the name, like it took me a while to realize that that's showing you where you are on the Bionis. That image of the monster in the glowing light is showing you like where anatomically you are on the Bionis, where it is groin right now, which is where the Ether Mine is, which I think is kind of hilarious. We're gonna go back here for just a second. And you can appropriately see other areas when outside. Yeah, the game is beautiful. The environment stunning, very full environment. You know, I think it's a gorgeous game. It's not a complaint. I think it's mildly amusing. The ether mine is in the groin, but that's just me being that's me being very childish. That's not me showing my age, as you can tell. Yay! Oh, he's got more for me. Alright, let's kill some bunnies. Or squirrels. They kind of look like squirrels, really. We are killing soft hoxes, which sounds so horrible. It's like slaughtering a chinchilla. Here we go. I'm currently studying advanced programming in Python, working on trying to get my Python certifications, which Python, for those of you who may not know, is one of the most popular, if not the most popular, coding language used today next to like Java. I think Python 3 probably is used more than Java. Google, YouTube, and Facebook are all written with Python. And I'm working on getting my certifications in Python, which is essentially why I'm working from home now, is I'm working on that and the IT field. And once I finish those certifications, my plan is to get my certification in Java. Because most companies, I think, as I've been reliably informed, want to see proficiency in multiple programming languages. And Python and Java, they actually work together. There's actually a version of it called Jython, which is Java with Python elements. Same for Cython, which is Python with written with C++ elements. But Yeah, I'm. That's currently like what my grand plan is, and part of that is understanding like coding and how code talks to the computer and back. So it's really exciting. Like just yesterday, I learned how to basically write code that lets me communicate with the computer. You enter a response, it responds back to you, etc., etc., etc. Kind of fun. Not true AI or anything like that, but definitely, intuitive speech with a computer. I started all of this years ago when I went to college for computer programming, and unfortunately I wasn't able to finish my degree. And speaking with a friend of mine who works in the field, he was like, what matters more than the degree in that field is getting your certifications, because how did he put it? Any idiot can get the degree. It's pursuing the certifications extra that matter. And that's what companies want to see, because you're not going to get, he's like, you're not going to get proficient. Yeah, I just fell to my death. I got an achievement for terminal velocity. Hey guys, would have joined earlier, but we've been slammed. Hey, no worries, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One of the things he was telling me about coding in Python is that the certifications for Python you're not going to get in college. You have to pursue them additionally anyway, and you got to have them to get into the field. So he's like, you might as well just get your certifications, and he's really cool. He's going to help me with actually putting together the resume and helping me kind of get my foot in the door. So I'm very, very excited and very grateful to him for his help, because it is a very, very competitive field. Adafruit is awesome. Adafruit comes out with some good stuff. I like the kits that Adafruit sells for doing electrical wiring with like LEDs and stuff. It's fantastic stuff. I love it. How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? I'm used to streaming at night. How you doing today, Cam? Hanging in there, bud? Not afraid of spoilers. Look up the XC2 Fall Death voice line. Some of them are pretty good. I'm gonna wait on that. But I am. I like how I got an achievement for falling that far in terminal velocities. That amuses me. So what you got going on there at the clinic, Cam? Anything really embarrassing that you can share with us that wouldn't compromise a client's privacy? You just had a pretty sweet allergic reaction. What was the allergic reaction to? You work in urgent care on Wednesdays. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Always crazy. I mean, I've been an urgent care patient enough to know that that crap gets crazy. It's funny, the 3 people in my chat right now are all in the medical field. New medication guy has allergies to sulfates, and well, that sums it up. So let's see. In my chat right now, I have Cam, who I'm not sure what your position is. Medical assistant, I think. I think you're an MA, last I knew. I have a doctor of radiology, Red 5. And I have Medic, who is a paramedic. So while I've got all of you, I got this thing on my neck now. Yeah. Red 5 is a childhood friend of mine. We've known each other close to 30 years at this point. And, you refer me to Red 5 for diagnostics? From what I understand, and yes, I did do some research, he is actually a highly respected radiologist, published a few times in a few medical journals, things like that. So, very, very accomplished. Very, very proud of him. Not to embarrass him or anything, but you know. You know a guy forever. You're a minimally respected paramedic. Unfortunately, it seems like every paramedic I know is minimally respected. And, none of them get the true credit they deserve. Just don't cater to the... Well, you're single, I guess, so you can cater to the badge bunnies. Don't, otherwise cater to the badge bunnies. If you don't know what a badge bunny is, I'm happy to explain, but I'm pretty sure we can all put that together. Speaking of coding, my contribution to this publication was mathematical modeling, done in Excel. There you go. I have learned the hard way that coding is more mathematical than I would like it to be. Got a facility down here to send our... We got a facility down here to send our chest pain to the lobby. What? That's amazing. I think if you work... Everybody that I know that works in medical, they are either... no, this is... I'm just going to say, it's not even either. All of them have obscure senses of humor. And I think that's a requirement to work in that field. Because you have to... I think that's how you have to process some of the crap you guys have to deal with. Is with dark humor. Because every nurse, every doctor, everybody I know has some level of dark humor. And everybody has some level of just messed up whatever. And I think that's perfectly okay, you know? Dark humor is like clean water. Not everybody gets it. I'm gonna get myself banned on Twitch. Take me home, country roads, to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mount Mama, Denver. Told your partner not to hit the bumps too hard. I don't want this guy coming back. Although, if I haven't planned, I have never in my life, after everything that I have like physically been through, hit by cars, everything else, I have never been medically anesthetized. I've never been knocked out by a doctor. Every time I went unconscious, it was as a result of something else. Putting me there. But I haven't decided that if I ever am going to be put under, just before I do, I'm going to look at everybody in the room, just go, does anybody want anything while I'm out? Just to see what happens. Is this a remake? This doesn't look like the Xenoblade I remember. This is Xenoblade Chronicles for the Switch. So, technically a port with some improvements. Is my understanding. Red 5 would be the one to give you the more detailed version of that. Because I also have it on the Wii U. And it does not play as smooth as this does. Thing is that I have Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the Wii U, but I don't have it on the Switch. But after playing this on the Switch, I don't know that I really want to play the EU version of it, you know? The Wii U version of it. Because I know how smooth this plays, and believe me, it does not play this smooth on the Wii U. It was one of the last games they released for the Wii U as a physical title. If memory serves. The remake uses these XC2 graphics engine, has some quality improvements, but otherwise very faithful to the original. Okay. I was actually really disappointed in the, as odd as this is going to sound, and it's not related to Xenoblade at all, but I was really disappointed that when they brought Ocarina of Time to the Switch in the form of the Nintendo 64 emulator, I was very, very disappointed that instead we didn't get the 3DS versions of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And I know it's because they were releasing the Nintendo 64 versions, which are great. But there were definitely some quality of life improvements made in the 3DS remakes of those games. Even if you take out the 3D function, take out a lot of the other functions. I wish they had included button mapping the way that they did, because on the 3DS you could assign any object to R and use it. And that was really useful for like the water temple, where you have to take the iron boots on and off 100 times to be able to just tap it and they're on, tap it, they're off. So there were like I'm like, you could have just easily brought that over from the 3DS, and people would have been happy with it. But they had to do, and I think maybe because we were talking about yesterday how the 3DS store is still online. I think he means that the gameplay, you can't call it a remake because the gameplay is different, combat is different than it was in 7. Whereas this graphically is very, very similar to the original, just some minor improvements, I think, if I'm understanding Red 5 right, but I don't want to speak for him. I know both of you are major Final Fantasy fans, so it'll be I'm interested to see the this discussion here. Yeah, we gotta wait for this. Till the end of the month. What do you mean? Oh, Cam, I don't know if you caught it. Next Tuesday, or not next Tuesday, Tuesday the 30th. It's my birthday. I'm doing a birthday stream. Doing a couple of them that day / night. I missed my timing on that. But we are doing Fall Guys on the Switch because it's free on the Switch right now. So I'm gonna do a Fall Guys stream that night. And I'm gonna put it in Discord. I'm also gonna put it in some of the GNN groups that I'm in for people to be a part of. I don't know the time yet. Oh, you're talking about the 3DS eShop, yeah. Yeah, I know it's closing soon, and I'm hoping once they do that we get a lot of... I'm hoping that's when they're gonna release like a Game Boy emulator to the Switch. Is my hope. Is what they're gonna do. We will... I doubt it. That'd be asking a lot. But I would love it if they did. Absolutely love it if they did. Since you can get a lot of... Hey! Seriously? Really? Really? They just pushed me off. Persona fans are telling if they want the DLC from Q or Q2 to buy it up. Yeah. Love joining Fall Guys, never played it. You got that day off? Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, it's free on the Switch shop. You just go and download it. We're gonna get everybody in the Discord chat through this. If anybody does live stream, I would love we could multi-stream it. All of us just broadcast it to our own. But yeah, we're gonna get the Discord game chat up, and I've only played it for a few minutes. I did not do very well, but I had fun with it. So I think that'd be a good one to do. I got a lot of hang time and distance, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely remade would be the right term for Final Fantasy VII R. Which I'm very upset has not been released to any other console because I do not have a PlayStation console newer than the PS2. Mine still works though. It still works. I can rebuild it if I have to. But yeah, I don't have a PlayStation console newer than the PS2, so I haven't been able to play the newest Final Fantasy VII. Just drool as other people play it. Yes, it does do cross. It does do cross-platform. That's right. I forgot that they did that. So yeah, if you have Fall Guys on another console already, you can do that. It is available on PC. I'll have to. I'm pretty sure my computer can run it. I'm 99.9% sure this computer can run it, but I'll have to run a check. If you ever want to know if your PC as it is can handle a game, just I forget the name of the website, but if you literally go to Google and just type in "Can I run this?" or "Can I run this game?" as what you type into Google, it'll pop up a website that will scan your computer and tell you if you meet the minimum or the recommended hardware requirements, and like what games you do, you don't, and you can see ahead of time before you get a game if you're able to run it or not. If it'll read everything right down to your graphics card and your RAM of can you do it. Very, very useful. And it's free. What's funny is they also on there will attach a link that will you can see, like, if you want to buy a computer that will run everything on the market right now, there's links that will literally show you the price and everything of what tower to buy to do that and how much it's going to cost. You could spend, I think right now you could spend about $2,000 or $3,000 and you could have a computer that will run anything. Minimum i5. Well, I've got an i7 in this one. GTX 780. Okay. I have a Radeon 4 gig that should handle it. Yeah. Playable and look good are two different things. You got minimum, maximum. But yeah, you can seriously spend about, I think it's about $3,000 right now, and buy a computer built and ready to go that has everything you want on it. Or you could spend. I used to be that you could spend less than that and build a computer, but unfortunately, with the price of graphics cards right now, good luck. I mean that wholeheartedly. Good luck building a strong PC right now that can play 90% of what's out there under $2,000. It's gonna be tight because graphics cards right now you can spend. I don't know. Depends on what you go. I prefer AMD and Radeon stuff to GTX. Just preference. But you're still going to spend minimum $400 to $600 on a graphics card. Low end. And if you want good, you're going to be $800 to $1,000 for just the graphics card. Motherboards are also getting more expensive right now. A couple hundred for a motherboard. RAM, cost of RAM hasn't really changed. I mean, the PC that I'm running through right now, this can play most everything that I want it to play, personally. And I'm only running 16 gig RAM through it. I don't have a need for more. It can go up to 32. No, this one can go up to 64. Yeah, because this is a it's DDR4 RAM, but you can go up to a 64 gig RAM. I don't need it to, so I haven't. Eventually, I will. But I'm honestly saving so that I can put that money rather than just keep upgrading this thing slowly as I go. Save it to where I can just kind of do a big upgrade at once. Because I don't need it to do more than that. You know, it's running my capture card at 1080p right now, without any hesitation or lag. I don't need it to do more than that. Which, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. If it's going to mess anything, I'll have to be careful. This is my capture card. The Elgato HD60S. I love this baby. That has been a very, very reliable. It has been such a reliable capture card. And it gets a lot of use, as you can see. But my setup for everything, because I've got all of my consoles hooked up, and they're all funneled down to just one graphics card. So my all of my consoles that have a component, the red, yellow, white connections, they go into their own switcher box. That switcher box goes into an HDMI converter. That HDMI converter goes into a HDMI switcher box that has all of my HD cables, and the cable out from that is what goes into my capture card. So everything is funneled through, but it works quite effectively. I mean, I'm able to play any of my consoles that way. It's just a nightmare as far as cable management. It's honestly a wreck right now. And then I have a massive tower for my... basically, it's like its own breaker box. Massive tower for all the power cables. It spins, it's got plugs all the way around, but each one has its own individual switch, breaker switch, so that if I get a surge on one of them, it just throws that one and the other two stay live. It only will throw the row around it, the tower, that is affected, so it doesn't affect everything. Compression, no compression. Nope. That's why I went with Elgato. Elgato is no compression. You are running... the only thing is you have to have a dedicated USB 3.0 port on your computer. And for most computers, it's a USB port, but if you look inside of it, it's blue. Instead of just white and silver, it'll have a blue component in there. That's a USB 3.0. You do have to have one of those because that allows the game card to send audio and visual data in real time through the computer. But no, I don't have any compression issues. It's also, I read a lot of reviews about like what I'm using as far as the switcher boxes and everything. Most of it's just off the shelf stuff. But it was all off the shelf off Amazon. But I mean, but it's not like crazy name brands or anything. It's just effective. What I like about the HDMI switcher is they all have buttons, so you can choose which port's being used. It's a smart switcher, so that I have my switch going on it right now, which is on section 4. If I turn my Xbox on right now, it'll automatically switch it over to section 2 that has the Xbox. It'll auto detect where the power is coming from for which console is live. Which is pretty cool. So that makes my life easier. Makes my life a lot easier. You redeemed Shoot to Zombies. Hey! Left eye socket. Best 150 you ever spent. Okay, after this fight, I am gonna have to end my stream because I wasn't even paying attention to the time. I went way over time for today, and I've got work I gotta get done. But we're gonna do this boss fight and try not to die. You've had issues with smart HDMI switches not playing nice with devices that really only hibernate. Yeah, I think I just kind of lucked out with what I've got going on that I haven't had that problem. I really think it has just been a luck thing. Oh, and she redeemed. Hats off to me. Which hat am I wearing, Wolf? Is it just up to me? And this boss fight's gonna take me a minute. Funny one. There you go. Whew. Yeah, it is a tough one. Yay for crazy old man. Tough because the CPU is infamous for staying in the ether and dying from that damage. Yeah, I didn't really have any issues. I mean, I didn't really have too much trouble thus far with it. Yay! Alright. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to save here. Guys, I want to thank you for being on my stream. I will be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel to play more of this. Having a good time playing through it. And I want to thank everybody who's come in and chatted and hung out. Wolf, Red5, Medic, Cam, Lego Vader, everybody who came in, and everybody who else is watching that didn't come in on stream. You know, you're always welcome to comment in the chat. I love chatting with new people. We are trying to get to 150 followers on our channel so that we can cut Wolf's hair for charity, something that we will probably, I will try to live stream if we can, because I think that'd be fun. But I don't know how she'll feel about that. But thanks everybody for being in, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow daytime for more Xenoblade, and then also tomorrow night, Wolf and I will be doing Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Adventures. Thank you, Red5. You enjoy yours as well. I will talk to you guys later.